Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So nothing there that time. And maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't. And you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Slink. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Geno Atkins got home that time.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Jones now on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Give him 17 14 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Jones to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, Jones. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And the Titans first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Gun. They'll look to throw. And they'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Jake Elliott.
Kenny Galladay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Game at 7. Mitch Wishnowsky sets
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Titans 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot. as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
Got his man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kenny Golladay with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Rams 21, Titans 14. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On the tackle.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Jones hit and the ball's in. That's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A toss, left side, Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Ty Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones slings this deep from the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
2nd and 4. And this one's incomplete. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, we have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Titans.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Daniel Jones.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Again, it's Mixon, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
His kick is
and he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Rams 49, Titans 28. Chris Boswell set to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Rams 56. Titans.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now left side of the swing pass, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Johnson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
And 10.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones, and he finds McLaurin. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go to Johnson again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They begin the drive with Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
32-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 44.
At the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That one goes for 24 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Mixon.
Mixon again, the ball carrier. A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Another try for Mixon. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
A big offensive explosion.